welcome to a new kind of video here at English Massa. This is the video for test D. Okay, so if I told you to use test D at home to do your test this month, please use this video. This is the highest test level, okay? Test D is the top one. It's very difficult. All right. Sometimes we're going to be writing, sometimes reading, maybe sometimes listening, and maybe sometimes speaking as well. But please use this video to help you practice at home, and next time, or whenever we have the test, hopefully you'll be ready for it, okay? But practice hard at home, okay? And then you'll be okay for the test. All right. Okay, so for test D this month, we're looking at the rules of punctuation, okay? And by that, I mean things like period, okay? Comma, question mark, apostrophe, okay? And we're also having a look at big and small letters. Big and small letters, okay? I think that's everything. Let me just check, sorry. Okay. Yes, commas, periods, question marks, capital letters, and apostrophes. Okay. So I've written them on here. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Let's have a look if the camera's going to focus. Yeah, it's going to focus. Okay, so we have period, comma, question mark, apostrophe, big letters and small letters. Or we sometimes say capital letters and lowercase letters. Okay. So I'm going to explain the rules for these. All right. But it's a bit difficult to do on a piece of paper and with a bit of pencil, so I will probably do it on the screen, okay? Yeah, so, maybe not. Maybe I'll show you now. I could do this. All right, so first of all, let's start with the period. The period, okay? In Japanese, you kind of have the same thing. It's called a maru. Maru, yeah? Thing at the end of a sentence. So when we have a sentence, okay, so for example, I like soccer. Everybody knows that. Massa likes soccer. Okay, I like soccer. If you have a look at this sentence that I just wrote, okay, I don't know if it's going to focus again. Look, we have oh, sorry. Oh, hello. There we go. I, okay, like soccer. And then there's this period here, okay? So at the end of the sentence, you have to put a period, okay? Here, like that, okay? I like soccer, okay? All right, okay. But, for example, the word Monday. Everyone knows Monday, yes? Monday. Okay? Monday is not a sentence. Okay? You can't just go Monday. It's not a sentence, okay? So, if you write Monday on a piece of paper, Monday on a piece of paper, okay? Monday on a piece of paper, there's no period there. No period, okay? Because it's just a word. You don't need a period at the end, okay? I like soccer, then period. Or I like Monday, and then period. Okay, but if it's just Monday, no period. Okay? So period just goes at the end of a sentence. End of a sentence. Okay? Alright? Okay, so that's the period. Alright. Next one. We're going to have a look at comma. Alright, so there are many uses for commas, okay? We're going to have a look at two different meanings of commas, okay? So the first one is the answer to a question, okay? Answer to a question. If I ask you a question and your answer is yes, no, for example, if I say, do you like ice cream? Okay, you can say yes, I do, or you can say no, I don't, okay? Or I can ask, can you swim? And you say, yes, I can, okay? Or no, I can't, okay? Or I can ask you, is it an apple? Is it an apple? And you say, yes, it is, or no, it isn't, okay? These answers, okay, after yes and after no, you always have to put a comma, okay? So I'll show you, I'll write one down, okay? So, if I ask you, do you like bananas? Okay, you can say, yes, I do. Or you can say, no, I don't. Okay, we've done this many times in lessons. Yes, I do. No, I don't. So, have a look at my answers. Wait for the camera to focus. Hello, camera, focus, please focus. There we are. Okay, so as you can see, this says yes, comma, I do. Okay, no, comma, I don't. And also, look, there's a period at the end. Period, because this is a sentence. Okay, so that's one use of the comma. Okay, yes, comma, no, comma. All right. Alright, and there's also another use for commas, okay? We use commas in lists, okay? So, if you want to say, I like soccer, stop, period. Okay, that's one sentence. But you can also say, I like soccer and tennis. Okay, that's two things. And you say, I like soccer and tennis. But if you want to say 3 things, or 4 things, or 5 things, or 20 things, you need to use commas, okay? So, watch my pen, okay? We say, I like tennis, comma, badminton, comma, soccer, and swimming. Okay, once more. I like tennis, comma, badminton, comma, soccer, and swimming. Okay, so we have 4 things, okay, and the last two, this is and, okay, we say soccer and swimming and no commas. But these first 2, you have to say tennis, comma, badminton, comma, and then soccer and swimming, okay? I'll show you on a piece of paper, okay? So, I like tennis, comma, badminton, comma, soccer, no comma, and swimming. Okay, so I'll show you again. Let's see if it's going to focus. You're going to focus, you're going to focus? Yes, you are. I like tennis, comma, badminton, comma, soccer, no comma, and swimming. All right, and then, of course, period at the end, because this is a sentence, okay? So that's another use of a comma, okay? We use it for yes, comma, I do, no, comma, I don't, and we also use it in lists of things, okay? I like, I can, I want, any list, okay? Just the last 2, no comma. All right, so that's the next rule. All right, so let's move on to the question. The question mark is quite easy, I think, okay? Basically, in Japanese, if you use the word ka, then in English you need to put a question mark, okay? My Japanese is not very good, but if I say, anata wa tenisu dekimasu ka? Okay, if you put that into English, can you play tennis? You need to put a question mark at the end, okay? Or if you want to say, anata no namae wa nan desu ka? Okay, then in English we say, what's your name? Question mark. Okay, so the question mark basically equals ka in Japanese. Okay, so anytime you want to use ka in Japanese, please use a question mark in English. I'll give you an example, okay? Can you ski? Okay, and in English, can you ski? Look, here we are. Focus, focus, focus. Can you ski? Question mark. Okay, can you ski? Question mark. Ka, ka, ka. あなたはスキーができます。かかかか。Okay. Alright, so we're going to look at the next one, which is an apostrophe. Okay, an apostrophe. there's a few uses for apostrophes, but just for today, we're just going to concentrate on one use, okay? Basically, in English, sometimes we can make things shorter, okay? We can make things shorter. For example, if I say, I do not, okay? I do not like strawberries. I do not like strawberries, okay? Do not, do not, do not. But if you want to make it shorter, we say don't. Yes, very good. Don't. Okay, so I do not becomes I don't. Okay, or is not becomes isn't. Okay, or can not becomes can't. Okay, very good. Or does not becomes doesn't. Okay, or it's not just for negatives, you can also use it for it is becomes it's. Okay, or they are becomes their. Okay, or I am becomes I'm. Okay, whenever we do this in English, we take two words and we make them shorter and put them into one word. There's always an apostrophe that comes in. Okay, and the apostrophe means that one of those letters, we took it out to make it shorter, okay? And in place of that letter, we put an apostrophe, okay? I will show you 2 or 3 examples, okay? So let's start with let's start with the most common one. So do not, is not, okay? I am, okay? And let's do he is, okay? Alright, so, come on camera, focus. Sorry, my camera's a bit slow at focusing, isn't it? Is it focused? Yes, okay. So here we have do not, okay, is not, okay, I am, and he is. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to make these shorter, so do not changes to don't, is not changes to isn't, I am changes to I'm, and he is changes to he's, okay? And all of these times, when we do not, this second O disappears, okay? And we put an apostrophe in here. This second O disappears, and we put an apostrophe in here. This one, this A disappears, and we put an apostrophe in its place. And this one, the I disappears, and we put an apostrophe in here. Okay, I will write it down and show you now. So, do not changes to don't. Is not changes to isn't. I am changes to I'm, okay? And he is changes to he's. Alright, so have a look. Come on camera, focus. There we go. Do not, okay, the O disappears and we say don't. Is not, the O disappears and we write isn't. I am, the A disappears and we write I'm. And he is, the I disappears and we write he's. And every time a letter disappears, every time something disappears, we put an apostrophe in its place. Okay, we put an apostrophe in its place. So that's how we're going to use the apostrophe this time, okay? I'm going to teach you some other uses next time, but this time it's just that one. Alright. Okay, and then last one is big letters, small letters, capital letters, small letters. Okay, so remember before we had this sentence, yes? I like soccer, period, okay? This means a sentence, okay, in English. Japanese is a bunsho, okay? In English, the first letter of a bunsho, first letter of a sentence is always big. Okay, in this case it's I like soccer, but if I want to write my mother is tall, period, okay? Come on camera, focus. Come on camera, focus. There you go. Alright, my mother is tall, period, okay? The first letter M, my mother M, has to be big. Okay, always. Okay, when you have a sentence, period. Or if you have a question as well, okay? Can you ski? Question, the first letter is always big. The first letter is always big, okay? So if you have a sentence or a question, the first letter is always big, okay? All right, okay. Also, the word I, okay? Okay, I is always big. It doesn't matter if it's at the beginning of the sentence, the middle of the sentence, the end of the sentence. Anytime you write I, okay, it's always big. Always, okay? It's always big. Just remember that, okay? Also, in front of names, okay, so Massa, the first letter in Massa, M, is big, okay? If your name is James, okay, the first letter in your name, J, would be big, okay? If your name is Stephen, yes, your first letter would be big, S would be big, okay? So your names is always big, the first letter. Okay, there are also other words, things like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, Tokyo, America, France, France, Italy, countries, okay, days of the week, months, okay, street names, city names, building names, bank names, all of these things. Panasonic has to have a big P because it's the name of a company, okay? These things in Japanese are called koyumeshi. But I don't know if you've learned that yet, okay? But basically, a proper name for something always has to have a capital letter at the beginning of it, okay? All right, so first letter in a sentence, the first letter of people's names and town names, city names, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, January, February, March, April, okay? They all need big letters, and I always has to have a big letter, okay? And then all the other letters are small, okay? All the other letters are small. And after a comma, you don't need a big letter, okay? Comma, big letter, none. Comma, small letter, okay? So, next time I'm going to give you a test, okay? Basically, I'm going to give you a piece of paper and you have to change all the things on it and make big letters, commas, full stops, question marks, okay? But we'll try that next time. But I might show you an example just now in a minute, okay? So I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'll show you an example of some English with no commas, no full stops, no periods, no question marks, and then I'm going to change it and I'll show you kind of what the test's going to be like, okay? Alright, but for now, very good job, well done, and I shall see you next time. Alright, good job. Okay, sorry, before we finish, I thought we'd play rock, paper, scissors, 1, 2, 3, okay? This time, if I win, if Massa wins, okay, Massa wins, you have to say, oh, I lost, okay? Oh, I lost, okay? But, if Massa loses, I say, I lost, okay? You have to say, I win! Okay? I win! Okay. And then if it's rock and rock, okay, we have to say, it's a draw. Okay? It's a draw. Okay? Alright, so we're going to play rock, paper, scissors, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, you ready? 1, 2...